Yes, so we'll start with this chapter. Why do we fall ill? As the term suggests, why do we fall ill? Can anyone tell something about why do we fall ill?
मैम
Any one of you if can tell.
चैप्टर का ये मीनिंग है कि हम बीमार क्यों पड़ते हैं.
Yes, हम बीमार क्यों पड़ते हैं? तो there are actually various reasons due to which we can have like various kind of problems or discomfort to our general health. For example, spread of a particular disease. Right now you can see around yourself that this COVID-19 or some other diseases are also spreading in our surroundings. And moreover, except these pathogens, there are other ways also by which our health can get affected. For example, if a natural calamity occurs in surrounding, for example, you have heard about the earthquakes of Bhuj or some other natural calamities like some tsunamis, there are different types of maybe devastating effects you also have done in social sciences as well. So actually these all natural calamities can cause a degrading effect on health of many people which are affected by that. So there are various reasons that we can fall ill due to the spread of diseases, due to some side effects of any type of problem. For example, some nuclear leakage if some nuclear energy wherever it is generated. So sometimes the nuclear radiations can get leaked and this can affect a lot of people. Wars are also affecting general health of the individuals. So there are many factors which can cause so here we'll discuss what is the term health. The first topic which is in your syllabus is the meaning or the, you can say a broad meaning of this term health. Health is not that if we are able to perform our, you can say daily functions. This physically if we are fit, so we cannot say that we are healthy, because health by WHO, you must be knowing about this. World Health Organization has defined health in a manner that it is a state of physical, social and mental. So a state of physical, social and mental health being is said to be, or you can say, if a person is able to perform well socially, physically and mentally, then he is said to be healthy. So health is affected by various aspects. If physical health we mean by the health of our body, an individual's body, if he is able to perform his daily activities. For example, if you consider your grandparents, if they are able to go for a walk daily and if they are able to perform their individual daily tasks, so we can say that they are healthy. For mental health, we can say that if we are able to concentrate on a particular thing properly, if we are able to coordinate properly on different tasks. So in this format, we can say that our health is mentally we are healthy. If we are not facing any kind of depression and if we are coping up with the you can say surroundings or any type of stress properly, then we say that we are mentally healthy. And if we discuss about the social parameter of health, that means if we have a good relationship with the people in the surroundings which are living around us, for example our neighbors or the relatives, if you are having good relationship, interrelationship skills, or you can say healthy relationships are there between the people, then we can say that person is socially healthy. Because if a person is not socially healthy, that means if he is not interacting with the people living in surroundings, so he will not be able to get help whenever he require help. So this is very much important. So we can say health is a broad term which relates to physical, mental and social well-being of an individual, or you can say for the society as well. Okay? So this health can be affected by various factors. So there are many factors which can affect our health. First of all, if we discuss our physical health, so what we require for ourselves to keep healthy, so that first of all we require balanced diet. It's very much important to have a balanced diet, or you can say nutritious food we require to keep ourselves healthy, to keep our immune system working properly, to save from diseases. Next is we require clean and drink this filtered, or you can say clean drinking water. This is very important for us to, you can say that we must be provided with clean drinking water to avoid various waterborne diseases, because many pathogens are there which spread through water as well. So food and water, जो basic necessities है हमारी, they must be fulfilled in a proper manner that they can not cause any kind of disease in a person. Third thing we require, जो अभी आपसे हमने हेल्थ हमने डिस्कस किया, हेल्थ इज नॉट ओनली द फिजिकल हेल्थ बट सोशली वी मस्ट बी हेल्दी. तो हमारी जो सोशल हार्मनी है, सोशल हार्मनी मीन्स a person is able to interact well with the surroundings or within the society. So the social harmony, so that we can help someone else when he is in need and we can get help when we are in need. So this is actually affecting our health in, or the social health. So social harmony is also affecting our health. Mental health के लिए आपको means that is कि you must keep yourselves active in such a way that you should not face any kind of depression. तो एक mental health भी कहीं ना कहीं हमारी behavior के साथ related होती है. So these basic features which are required, or the factors which affect our health: balanced diet, clean drinking water, social harmony, and if you consider this economic conditions of individual. How economic conditions are important, because to acquire a balanced food, a nutritious food, and to get clean water, if the society, we are getting clean water from the corporation as well, but still we are using some filters at home, because we need to filter water. Sometimes we can have certain pathogens in that. So if a person is economically or financially good, then only he can acquire these two conditions. So economic conditions are very much important for an individual that affect its health. Means एक person के पास अच्छा job होना चाहिए, he must be financially well enough to feed himself and his family in a better way. ठीक है, if he wants to keep himself and his family healthy. So these are the main requirements or main factors which affect our health in broad aspect. और सबसे important हमारा physical environment, एक जो हमारा neat and clean hygienic surroundings है. Cleanliness should be there in our surroundings. Neat and clean surroundings must be there. So various public healthcare, public services we are, just government is providing us. Various workers are there who are keeping the cities and roads clean. So this is also very much important, that a person is living in what kind of society. If he's living in a city, so the different environment, social environment or physical environment will be different in a city and in a village. So all these things can affect a person's health. ठीक है, तो health term is a broad aspect which relates all these three aspects of a person's or health: mental, physical and social. Now we'll come to the next term which is used in this chapter, that is disease. This is a very common term. Otherwise health is also a common term, but it can be defined in a broad aspect. Disease is also a very common term, and nowadays in today's scenario, so this term everyone is knowing what is a disease and how it is caused and what are the various factors that can cause disease. But if in a simple way we need to define disease, so we can just break this word in two parts. And what will be these two parts? This ease. Ease is a comfort. Ease, you know, comfort of an individual. If a particular person is comfortable socially, mentally, physically, generally we take it physically. So if we are physically comfortable and we say that we are not suffering from any particular disability or whatever, means हमें किसी भी तरह की कोई discomfort नहीं हम feel कर रहे, तो हम अपने आप को physically healthy बोल सकते हैं. तो disease is the just opposite of that comfort. Dis-ease. This is made by using these, you can say opposite of ease. So disease is discomfort. Means if a person is experiencing or suffering from any disorder of any part of the body, हमारी body के किसी भी organ, किसी भी cell, किसी भी tissue or in any part, if we are having a particular kind of disorder and we are not physically fit enough to perform our daily task, then we can say that we are suffering from a disease. So disease is actually a discomfort of physical health of a person only. If we are discussing diseases, so we are related only with the physical health. And this is also again a very important thing to understand. If we use this term disease free, if a person, you say that that particular individual is disease free, can you say the person is healthy? If you think the general aspect of health, and physically if you see that that person is not suffering from any disease, but that person cannot be classified as a healthy well-being, because we don't know that whether he is mentally healthy or socially healthy. Until and unless we don't know about the mental and social health of that particular individual. Suppose a person is not having any disease in his body में कोई problem नहीं है, every organ is working properly, but socially is not at all good, is not interacting with the people living around, and he is not ready to serve help when someone is in need. Or result क्या होगा, उसको भी जब requirement होगी, no one will be there to come for help ना. So this kind of thing, if you are not socially helpful to someone, if you are not socially good to someone, you will not get help in any case. So that person will not be called as a healthy person if physically he is healthy, but socially or mentally he is not well enough. ठीक है, तो we can differentiate between these two terms, health and disease free, in that aspect that health is a state of physical, social and mental well-being. Health को हम define करते हैं, it is a state of social, physical and mental health being, whereas disease free is a state of physical health only. Means if a person is physically well, then it is said to be disease free. Secondly, health is a broad term. It is related to the surroundings or the society. Means it is not related to the person itself. Because if we are taking in social aspect, so we can't say that it is only related to that individual. Society पे भी तो depend कर रहा है, तो society भी आपकी healthy होनी चाहिए. तो health is related to not only the individual but also the society in which he is living. Whereas the disease free term is related to only that individual, because disease की हम बात जब करते हैं तो हम सिर्फ physical fitness की बात कर रहे हैं. तो अगर कोई person physically ill है, then he'll be not classified as, you can say physical health उसकी poor है अगर, तब हम उस term को use करते हैं. तो disease free term is related to only the individual, not to the society. And third one is the difference, if you can say, health depends on various other factors. मतलब health जो हमारी सिर्फ हमारी इन्हीं चीजों पर depend नहीं करेगी कि हम खाना अच्छा खा रहे हैं, पानी अच्छा पी रहे हैं और हमारे पास अपने cure के लिए enough money है. But disease free depends only on these factors which are directly related to our physical health. बट सोशल हेल्थ को जो फैक्टर हमारी सोसाइटी के साथ जो रिलेशनशिप है, सोशल हार्मनी, इट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू दैट डिजीज फ्री टर्म. तो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड the difference between the health and disease free. Next topic in chapter is about the diseases. What are different types of diseases, how they are caused, and nowadays so you have like heard about these various terms like pandemic, epidemic, etc. Pandemic term now we are using for COVID-19 actually because it is affecting a large number of people throughout the world. Whenever such conditions arise, if any disease which gets spread in all over the world, you can say, then it is said to be a pandemic condition. Otherwise, एक localized area में ही अगर spread होता है किसी disease का, for example in a country or in a city, then we can, और वो भी एक large scale पर, then it is said to be epidemic. तो pandemic term अभी आपने recently बहुत सुना है, it's very important term to understand the meaning of this. Now disease, what are the actually, पता कैसे लगेगा एक पर्सन को कि उसको डिजीज है? तो देयर आर सर्टेन इंडिकेशंस दैट आवर बॉडी गिव्स दैट वी कैन classify or we can guess that we are suffering from some ailments. Whenever we are suffering from a disease, our body produces, or you can say we can experience certain symptoms. For example, these three terms now you are coming to your knowledge in daily life. We are hearing these terms: headache, cough, fever. These are the three common symptoms अभी जो हम सुन रहे हैं कोरोना के लिए. But actually headache, cough, fever are just symptoms, and these symptoms cannot signify a particular disease in a body. For example, if the headache alone is there, it cannot tell whether this headache is due to a particular disease or due to some mental stress or due to some other reason. So these are the indications, or you can say physical discomfort अगर हम feel कर रहे हैं और हम उनको define करते हैं कि हमें fever है या cough है या फिर headache है, तो these things are known as symptoms. So symptoms actually cannot indicate a particular disease. Symptoms only tell us that a person is suffering from something, कि कुछ discomfort तो चल रहा है body में, but what exactly the disease is, it cannot be indicated by these symptoms. For indication of a particular disease, when you go to a doctor and you tell the doctor about your symptoms, so he just make a rough guess about the disease, but वो एक final diagnose कब करते हैं? जब वो कुछ tests करवाते हैं, आपके blood test करवाएंगे या any kind of test you can have. Those tests are actually signs. वो इंडिकेट करते हैं पर्टिकुलर डिजीज की वो क्या डिजीज है. तो सिम्टम एंड साइन में एक दो जो इंपॉर्टेंट डिफरेंस है. सिम्टम्स आर जनरल, यू कैन से हमारी बॉडी के ही अपने रिएक्शंस हैं जो एक किसी भी माइक्रोब के एंटर होने से भी हो सकते हैं, या हमारा कोई भी बॉडी ऑर्गन या टिश्यू इफ इट इज नॉट वर्किंग प्रॉपर्ली, कोई एंजाइम या हार्मोन बॉडी में डेफिशिएंसी हो गई है, तो इन एनी वे अ बॉडी ऑर्गन कैन बी अफेक्टेड due to these different reasons. And if we are facing certain problems, so we call these all discomfort, type of discomforts, which are called symptoms. And when we discuss these symptoms, when we tell these symptoms to a doctor and he asks something else to just elaborate about these, और उसके पीछे की कुछ physical examinations करता है डॉक्टर, या उसके बाद वो आपके टेस्ट लेता है, तो वो सारी चीजें जो डॉक्टर्स परफॉर्म करते हैं जिनसे उनको एक इंडिकेशन मिलता है कि ये पर्टिकुलर डिजीज उस पर्सन में हो सकती है, तो those things are classified as signs. तो साइंस में आ जाएंगे मे बी फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन, डायग्नोस्टिक टेस्ट, आगे ब्लड टेस्ट, और भी वेराइटी ऑफ टेस्ट आर देयर, एक्सरेज आर देयर, स्कैन्स आर देयर, तो ऑल दीज आर कॉल्ड साइंस जो इंडिकेट करेंगे कि किस ऑर्गन में पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम है. फॉर एग्जांपल कॉफ कैन बी कॉज्ड बाय वेराइटी ऑफ डिजीजेस. एक नॉर्मल कॉमन फ्लू जो है उससे भी कॉफ हो जाता है, एलर्जी, अस्थमा, ऑल दीज कैन कॉज कफ. और अभी राइट नाउ तो कोविड इज ऑल्सो मेन सिम्टम कफ, हम उसका बता रहे हैं कि डॉक्टर्स आर सेइंग दैट दिस इज द मेन सिम्टम ऑफ दैट, बट इट इज नॉट दैट इफ अ पर्सन इज हैविंग कफ तो ही will be having that COVID-19, na? Because there are other reasons also. So that is why I'm asking you to remember this thing, that these are the symptoms which are not the proper indication of any disease, a particular disease. They can be caused by variety of diseases. Cough can be caused by hundreds of diseases. If some respiratory issues are there, if a person is like due to aging, lungs are not working properly. In any case, if problem is there with our respiratory system, that person will have cough. So variety of diseases are there which can affect our respiratory system. Fever क्यों होता है बॉडी में? फीवर के तो बहुत सारे causes हैं. Fever actually it is not a disease, it is just a symptom. Because what happens when our body is fighting against any pathogenic attack, मतलब हमारी बॉडी में कोई माइक्रोब एंटर किया तो उस माइक्रोब के एंटर होते ही हमारा जो इम्यून सिस्टम है, इट स्टार्ट्स फाइटिंग विद दैट माइक्रोब एंड इट स्टार्ट्स प्रोड्यूसिंग एंटीबॉडीज. और जब वो एंटीबॉडीज जिस पर्टिकुलर बॉडी ऑर्गन में इन्फेक्शन हुआ है और उस ऑर्गन में फाइटिंग चल रहा है, मतलब एक तरह का आप सोचो कि फाइट चल रहा है, यहाँ से वो पैथोजन आया, यहाँ से हमारी बॉडी का इम्यून सिस्टम उससे फाइट कर रहा है. तो जिस ऑर्गन में ये फाइट चल रही है उस ऑर्गन के टिश्यूज में, सेल्स में थोड़ा सा इन्फ्लेमेशन आ जाता है, स्वेलिंग आ जाती है, और उसकी वजह से हमारी बॉडी उस रिस्पॉन्स की वजह से फीवर प्रोड्यूस होता है. तो फीवर कैन बी कॉज्ड बाय वेराइटी ऑफ इन्फेक्शंस इन आवर बॉडी और ड्यू टू सम अदर कॉजेज ऑल्सो. कैंसर में भी फीवर्स होते हैं. तो हम अगर सिर्फ इतना ही बता दें कि हमें हेडेक हो रहा है, कफ है, फीवर है, अलग अलग इन चीजों को अगर हम देखें तो हम कभी भी किसी एक प्रॉपर इंडिकेशन की तरफ नहीं जा सकते. तो सिम्टम्स आर द थिंग्स which just tell that a person is suffering from a disease, but it does not indicate a particular type of disease present in the body. Whereas signs are those indications which give a diagnostic tool to the doctors to identify the particular type of disease in a person. और उसके examples में आप लिख सकते हो कि ब्लड टेस्ट हो सकते हैं, स्कैन्स में भी देयर, एक्सरेज में भी देयर, फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन डन बाय द डॉक्टर जिसमें वो कुछ साइंस फाइंड कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, तो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई बिटवीन द सिम्टम्स एंड द साइंस. एंड फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेनेवर इट इज आस्क्ड टू डिस्कस अबाउट डिजीजेस, तो स्टूडेंट्स जनरली राइट दीज एग्जांपल्स: कफ, fever, diarrhea, headache. Always remember all these are symptoms. Diarrhea is also a symptom which may be caused by variety of illnesses. बहुत सारी डिजीजेस जिनमें डायरिया होता है. Any disease which is related to our digestive system or even the side effect of some medicines can also cause diarrhea. So we cannot like doctors cannot find by just if a person is saying that we are suffering from diarrhea तो एक particular disease आप उसमें indicate नहीं कर पाओगे. That is the reason that doctors ask you to go through certain tests. Diagnostic tests are very much important to indicate the particular disease. Next topic is about types of diseases. So if we are classifying diseases on the basis of duration, कितने टाइम तक कोई डिजीज एक बॉडी को इफेक्ट कर रही है, then on the basis of that time duration, diseases are classified into two types: acute diseases and chronic diseases. Acute diseases are the diseases which do not last longer, means बहुत जल्दी क्योर हो जाएगा पर्सन और ज्यादा टाइम तक इफेक्ट नहीं करती वो बॉडी को. Chronic diseases are the diseases which affect or which last longer or sometimes to long life long. अगर कोई disease continue रह रही है बॉडी में, then these kind of diseases are called chronic diseases. For example, if a person is suffering from cholera, typhoid, malaria, so these pathogenic infections generally which can be cured within a week or within 2 weeks, maybe 1 month you can take. So these are classified under acute diseases. Chronic diseases are the diseases which actually they are continued for a long period of time, and they affect, you can say, they cause certain harmful effects on our general health. So these chronic diseases can be tuberculosis, cancer, or some other diseases are there. And I'm giving just few general examples, which some kidney, like जिसको हम kidney disease कहते हैं, if it is chronic, because if a person's kidney starts, you can say, decreasing its function, so it remains throughout the life. After aging, generally it happens, but it is a chronic disease, you can say, in which a person suffers from a kidney disorder for very long period of time, and sometimes the kidney transplantation is to be required or dialysis is required. So various treatment options are there, but still chronic diseases can cause various side effects, harmful effects on the person. But acute diseases do not cause that much harmful effect on our body, because they can be cured within a short period of time, maybe a week or 2 weeks, but only in that period of time that person is suffering from you can say discomfort. वो तो discomfort होगा ही, but long term effects नहीं आएंगे. तो difference हम इनको कैसे करेंगे? Firstly, they do not last longer, they last longer or sometimes तो lifelong. Secondly, acute diseases do not cause long term effects on the body. These diseases cause long term harmful effects on general health of the person. Acute diseases can be treated easily. They can be cured, sometimes तो complete cure हो जाता है. They can be cured and treated easily and quickly. But these diseases cannot be cured easily or quickly, because these are the diseases which require a long-term treatment plan. तो इसको time लगेगा cure होने में. Fourth, if you want to differentiate, fourth point may be acute diseases can not cause loss of appetite or loss of weight. Loss of appetite होगा, but उसी short period of time में आपको 2 दिन, suppose कोई viral infection हुआ तो 2 दिन भूख नहीं लगी, but third day when you will take antibiotic or whatever is the treatment given by the doctor, so you will feel quite easy, and you can come up with your regular diets and all. So acute diseases में loss of appetite and loss of वेट इतना ज्यादा नहीं होगा, अगर होगा भी तो बहुत थोड़ा होगा और वो बहुत जल्दी रिकवर हो जाएगा. तो रिकवरी इज वेरी फास्ट इन एक्यूट डिजीजेस, whereas in chronic diseases the harmful effects are for the life itself. So loss of appetite and loss of weight is commonly found in this case. ठीक है, तो loss of appetite and loss of weight occurs in chronic diseases, whereas in acute diseases it is just for a short period of time. If a person is suffering from loss of appetite, later on it will be recovered. So recovery rate is faster, recovery rate is very slow. Sometimes the person recovery नहीं कर पाते and ultimately death is because. But लेकिन हम chronic diseases अगर हम consider करें तो general की recovery rate बहुत slow रहता है, recovery rate faster है. लॉन्ग टर्म पीरियड के लिए जाती हैं, लाइफ लॉन्ग हो सकती है, हार्मफुल इफेक्ट बहुत ज्यादा होंगे बॉडी पे, हेल्थ इश्यूज रहेंगे, साथ साथ कुछ और साइड इफेक्ट्स आ सकते हैं, क्योंकि आप लॉन्ग टर्म ट्रीटमेंट ले रहे हो मेडिसिन का, तो सर्टेन साइड इफेक्ट्स में आल्सो बी कॉज. बट इस टाइप की कोई कंडीशन एक्यूट डिजीजेस में नहीं आती है, बिकॉज द पर्सन गेट रिकवर कंप्लीटली आफ्टर द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ दैट डिजीज. बट हियर द पर्सन विल नॉट रिकवर कंप्लीटली. ओके, so let us, I think the topic is clear to you all.